I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and this is peace.
Hi everybody, I'm Peace. I bring peace, peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Hi to the genuine ones only. Hi, I'm Peace. I bring peace, motivation, catch a blessing, don't dim your light. Far from the hater, we ain't the same neighbors. Stay in your lane with all that spell work. Know that you don't throw for me. Hello. Hi to the genuine ones only. I'm Peace. I bring peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Your neighbor try to dim your light. Those spell work in a toxic way. They were gangsta, you dim your light only because you understood motivation is different. They would try to rob you mentally, spiritually, send spell work in a toxic way to make you feel uncomfortable in your own skin because you believe in faith. You ain't gotta worship the devil when God shows you motivation. Love yourself, never dim your light. My soul was done for sale. Yeah, I'm a puppet, keep it real.
Thank you, peace.
No problem, Naya. See you later. Gotta go.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say respectfully, today is currently October 14th, 2025. My content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Always be yourself when someone has to gather up with a hate train or project spoke towards you or project their insecurities on you and send you beauty magic or send you spoke to cause you chaos and confusion when it comes to motivation. Never allow someone to dim your light or never allow someone to have to go to your past and pay this person or pay that person to try to ruin you, who you are, when that's not a reflection of who you are today. When you don't run from your past, when you don't take accountability for your actions. You know, we are all not the same when it comes to all in 1 second, regardless we came with poverty and pain and days when we get lost in our words. We understood at the end of the day, I woman they choose me when they overlook me. You know, regardless to who did not love you, respect you, protect you, or show you that you was worthy, never give up on yourself. And I say that respectfully. I am Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. You know, gang stalking is real as your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. You don't have to know someone for them to gang stalk you. You don't have to know someone for them to project spark towards you, regardless if it's causing chaos and confusion in your mental health, regardless if it's causing chaos and confusion in your pockets, regardless if they're doing beauty magic, regardless if they don't want you to become your best self version of yourself. Or they project spoke towards individuals that want to pour into you, or that relationship or that job opportunity. They will project spoke towards individuals to dim your light, to paint you up to be someone that you're truly not at the end of the day. Or they even try to ruin your reputation, digging up your past, when that's not part of your vocabulary today. They will pay people, if it was a truth or not at the end of the day. But when you are maturing and when you understood that motivation is different, you don't run from your past. You can repeat whatever you did that day. You don't. It doesn't have to take he say, she say to say what you did that day. And especially when you're that type of person that you don't dibble and dabble with sport. You don't send people to evil eye when they project sport towards you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I may not make sense to the average person, but gang stalking is real. They will monitor your calls. They will hack your devices, your emails. They will even paint it out to y'all had conversations amongst each other at the end of the day just to blackmail you against you. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, my content is not everybody. They even will tamper with your mail, your packages. They will hold your mail for hostage and you won't get your mail for months and weeks at a time, or let alone they will even try to make you homeless. They work with different people in different tax brackets when it comes to maybe the HRA department or when it comes to certain environments at the end of the day to make sure you don't get that housing assistance or to make sure that you don't get on your feet to become your best self version of yourself. Or they see that you're, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, they will make sure that they ruin your reputation. They even will make sure they dim your light when it comes to your numbers. They will even make sure that they pay certain people in different tax brackets. Maybe someone's maybe having a financial stability problem at the moment in day. And they'll make sure they pay them off so they will dim your light so they won't be engaged with you. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, I may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. And it's not a crime to be authentic. And even when you speak up for yourself about things that transpired in your life, regardless if it was the past or not at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what tax bracket that someone works in. They will project spell towards you. They will invade your privacy to throw chemicals on you or even put things in front of your door like spell work. They would even poison your food. They would even poison your drink. How this type of stuff happens to individuals. And then will try to paint somebody to be something truly not than they when they speak up for themselves. How this type of stuff actually happens. They will project spell towards you in the most toxic way. They will send low vibrational frequencies towards you when it comes to music. They will even invite you to certain areas of like that's invested into you, or they will pay people to engage conversation with you, like if they want to be in a relationship with you or not, or if they will try to want to hire you when it comes to a job only to ruin your reputation, to humiliate you. How this type of stuff actually happens. How individual energy harvest off your energy or project sport on you. Or if you're a mother or father, they will even strip you from your own child and put them in a facility or put them in the care of someone else that's not mentally stable, or put them in a household with someone that's a rapist, or put them in a household of a child at the end of the day that's not fit to be around other children. You know, my content is not for everybody. You know, no mother and father should ever be in a mindset at the end of the day of losing themselves mentally, spiritually, because someone decided to project sport towards a child, or send a child the evil eye, or project a mindset at the end of the day of jealousy or hate or envy. Because someone, regardless if someone had a mother or father in their household, or if it was a single parent household or not, at the end of the day, someone should never have to project insecurities or jealousy or envy towards that innocent person, or because someone outgrew an old mindset, or because someone understood maturity is different, they start to act their body weight, not their shoe size, and someone doesn't like the fact that someone knows how to elevate, or someone knows how to pour into people, or people just know how to gravitate towards authenticity, and someone wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame, being authentic. It didn't matter if that mother or father was a single parent household or not, when they knew how to pour into their baby. You know, everybody's household is not the same, but no mother or father should lose a child due to someone's jealousy, hate, or envy, or projecting a hate crime towards that child, or to bring harm towards that child, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, or to rob that child because that mother and father left financial gain for that child, or that grandmother that passed on, that grandfather that passed on, regardless to what family member it was that day, a cousin, a relative, or a friend at the end of the day, that left something to a baby. It should be no reason why someone's being robbed mentally, spiritually, or financially, and I say that respectfully, or someone's bringing chaos and confusion in that child's life because someone is mature enough, or someone is more spiritual than someone, or someone is more gifted than someone, or individuals don't believe in God because they worship the devil and they're witches and they're warlocks, and they rather disrupt someone's life because they're willing to change their life. They're willing to outgrow the old, to understand that at the end of the day, I'm willing to choose myself, to become my best self vision of myself, but the world's going to go against me, but there's going to be people that's going to walk into to pour into me. You know, my content is not for everyone. No mother or father should be stripped away from their child, regardless they dealt with trauma and pain from a child point of view and it went into their adulthood. They knew how to pour into that baby unconditional love. They knew how to respect that baby. They was able to protect that baby's mental health. They was able to show that baby, guidance when it comes to, hold on one second. You are worthy. You matter. You are important. And your heart matters to me because I'm willing to protect it. When the world's against that child. Not everybody's the same when it comes to parenting, regardless if it's a single family household or not. And I say that respectfully. And when that mother and father is trying to fight for a household to be put back together, they're not doing it for likes and views of clout chasing or fame because someone had controlling issues. Someone was doing it for likes and views of clout chasing or fame, or someone was doing it for financial gain, to energy harvest of that child's energy, or to spiritually strip that baby from their gifts. This type of stuff actually happens. And then when the mother and the father sees what's going on, they speak up because the devil is trying to strip them from their mental health. They're painted out to be mentally unstable. how this type of stuff actually happens. Or a mother and father is labeled to be mentally unstable because someone decided to project sport towards their baby or send their baby the evil lie because someone projected a hate crime towards their baby. Someone to rob their child mentally, spiritually, financially, or even energy harvest of their baby. Or set them at their own free will when it comes to their conscience. And now mother and father is trying to grieve. And they just trying to pick up the pieces not to be in between. You know, it may not make sense to the average person, but no mother and father should have to lose their conscience moving forward because someone lacks self-control. And because someone doesn't understand to have control issues when it comes to their hands or when it comes to their gifts. Because everybody, when they have gifts, when it comes to the spiritual world, we all don't use our gifts the same way. Just because someone spoke up for themselves against the devil or the enemy, it doesn't mean go out and project spur towards somebody, project spur and project a beauty magic towards someone because you dealt with insecurity problems, or because you're trying to ruin someone's reputation, or because of the fact that you said that someone wouldn't believe somebody because you had a community or you had folks in different tax bracket that won't believe that innocent person because you was willing to paint them out to be mentally unstable. Because you decided to take someone's kindness or weakness and disrespect them. It's a train of thought for me. You know, this type of stuff actually happens. It doesn't matter what type of environment it is. Someone could be less fortunate, well fortunate at the end of the day for this type of stuff to actually happen. I would never hurt myself regardless of what man or woman is trying to blackmail me against me, and I say it respectfully. You know, gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views and clout chasing or fame. No mother or father should have to pick up a phone and find out that that child is going through depression or anxiety or going through a mental health crisis because someone lacks self-control and because someone couldn't control their spiritual gifts and they decided to take a group of people amongst themselves to project spark on your child. And they project the beauty magic to your child, or your child can't hold the dollar. And at the end of the day, you know your child is very responsible because someone decided to project spark on your child's finances. And only to find out at the end of the day that the devil was really close. Didn't matter their tax bracket that day. You don't have to know the devil. You don't have to know the enemy for someone to project spell work on you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Someone can see potential within you. Someone can see you motivated. Someone can see you elevating, and that you could probably prosper in life faster than them. But it was never a race or competition when you knew how to respect your neighbor, even when they took your kindness or weakness. You knew how to actually acknowledge your neighbor, even when they disrespected you. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully, because your voice does matter regardless of what man or woman or child disrespect you and say that they're going to have a community of individuals or have folks in different tax brackets dim your light and make you feel like you're not worthy of speaking up for yourself because they're willing to paint you to be mentally unstable, or they're threatening your life that they're going to take your children from you, or they're threatening your life that they're going to make you homeless, or they're threatening your life they're going to make you financially unstable, or they're threatening your life they're going to project spark towards you. Doesn't matter what type of spark it is. No, it don't. Because someone wants to ruin your life at the end of the day. They're going to do anything at any cost to make sure that you don't maintain your smile. They will make sure at the end of the day, where's your guard at now when they got your back against the wall? Well, you're not supposed to live in fear because that's not what God endured within you. We don't all pray the same, but I'm far from a hater. I know how to respect my neighbor, regardless if they're sending me the evil eye, or project spark towards me, or my next door neighbor in any tax bracket is gang stalking me, or telling my every move when it comes to that customer service, when it comes to that representative that I don't even have to know at that bank teller, or that representative at the doctor's office that I don't even have to know when I met them for the first time. You know this type of stuff that actually happens? That you don't have to know somebody, and someone knows folks in different tax brackets, how they will plot against you to bring harm towards you and to project spark on you and to try to cause chaos and confusion in your life. And then when you speak up for yourself, they say that your voice doesn't matter. You know, we live in a spiritual world. We do. It's a train of thought for me. Always be yourself. It's not a crime to be authentic. We all don't pray the same. And I would never hurt myself regardless to what next door neighbor in any tax bracket is monitoring my every move, is willing to try to blackmail me, or is willing to project spell work towards me. I never Gave nobody access to use my documentation to blackmail me against me. I never gave access to no neighbor of mine in any tax bracket to invade my space. And I never gave my neighbor permission at the end of the day. To dim my light. When you understand their own. When you have a choice, when the devil tries to stop you, or the enemy is trying to discourage you, never give up on yourself. And I say that respectfully. They would try to ruin your reputation right to left, but never allow someone to dim your light, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not, if you're a content creator or not. They would hack your devices, your emails, your accounts, monitor your phone calls, have folks that you don't even have to know monitor your every move. They will even have conversation with you just to blackmail you against you. They will act like they so buddy-buddy with you at the end of the day, only to ruin your reputation, all because you believed in your faith. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself. I love to talk about love.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you.
You know, having the heart when you least expect it, having potential, you truly wasn't the issue. Pouring into the wrong cup only to realize the hold on 1 second. God allowed you to see motivation is different. You know, overcoming that toxic pain. Only realize the hold on 1 second. You had to overcome the pain to understand your mental when it comes to growth. Maturing is different when it came to your rainy days. You know that testimony is different when God was stepping for you. You may not pray the same as the average person that called you a fool. You know, someone actually had to project lust, play mind manipulation games, but hold on 1 second, y'all wasn't on the same page when it comes to hold on 1 second, being comfortable in your skin. You know, when your future head's different. You didn't lose yourself when you least expected. Because you found you in a space that, hold on 1 second, true love was never complicated, only with the hold on 1 second, you truly had to go within. You know.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you.
You know, the universe is actually beautiful. It truly got you thinking when it comes to your mind, hold on 1 second, someone could truly value your time, and it truly won't be a mistake. You know, it wasn't supposed to cause confusion in your life. Someone truly treating you right when you least expected to hold on 1 second, God was truly holding you tight. You know, when it came to your heart, you thought it was broken, but someone truly actually knew how to maintain that conversation to truly show you that you was truly woke and you was far from broken.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you.
You know, someone got you feeling comfortable in your own skin. It wasn't insecurity problems, only was the hold on 1 second. Someone truly showed you while you was weathering the storm that they couldn't relate to your path when they try to fumble you. They try to actually rewind time, but hold on 1 second, God truly showed you why you truly fine. God was showing you why blockages was there. When that door was closed for all the right reasons, when it came to motivation, hold on 1 second, it truly hits different. You know, because your future allowed you to fail. While you truly was the blessing and someone truly knew how to keep it real. I may not make sense to the average person, but true love will allow you to feel why it was truly come to be in your own skin. Because hold on 1 second, it wasn't a pointless conversation when you truly actually looked in the mirror to understand that hold on 1 second, you are worthy, so I mean you halfway.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you.
You know, someone bringing peace into your life wasn't complicated. You know, someone actually saw you, heard you, to respect you. They wasn't trying to fumble you. They actually knew how to fulfill shoes when it comes to your future. Someone truly being you halfway. They was far from a goofy at the end of the day. You know, someone bringing peace into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments, it wasn't pointless conversations. Imagine pouring into the right person. It wasn't competing. Wow. Because someone didn't take you as a joke, let alone the game. The ain't just different. It wasn't controlling issues at the end of the day. Allowed you to feel like you overcame pain. You know, that open wound when it came to toxic love, it allowed you to heal, to realize the hold on 1 second, so much you could keep it real. Allowed you to feel why true love actually felt. It felt real. Wow. Imagine praying with them praying. True love wasn't complicated.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you.
You know, someone praying for you, up close in person, behind closed doors. You know, even when the outside world tried to distract you, someone truly showing you wasn't for likes and music, cloud chasing, or fame. They wasn't trying to switch up on you. That energy is different. You know, because someone allowed you to feel That open door was truly acts at the end of the day for two people to be on the same page. Who would have knew that true love allowed you to feel out someone didn't switch up on you? Wow, someone didn't have to have a hand problem to mislead you. Someone truly showing you was true love wasn't complicated when someone didn't have to overlook you. You know, imagine God bringing the right person into your life, only was to hold on 1 second. Someone truly knew how to treat you right when it came to that weather, overcoming the storm. They couldn't relate to your past. Hold on 1 second. They can't relate to you today because true love wasn't complicated.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you.
You finally understood what the unknown felt like. Only realize that sentences actually made sense when it comes to vocabulary. Someone truly showing you it's okay to be emotionally available. You know, being smart at the end of the day, someone's trying to kick you down even when you got lost in your words. Hold on 1 second when you had misunderstanding days. You know, because you're going to have good days, bad days, misunderstanding days. You know, even your sick days, someone truly got your back. Someone praying for you, not against you. That ain't just different. It wasn't lust, that was real love. Because someone had to play with sport to get your time and day, love. That ain't just different. Wow, someone sees you. It wasn't for likes and music, cloud chasing or fame.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you.
You know, when the outside world starts to throw spork in a healthy relationship, they don't want you to grow when it comes to being maturing, acting your body weight into your shoe size. Hold on 1 second, all the lies they had to tell to destroy that relationship, but God was showing you why you recognize. You know, understand at the end of the day, you're going to have folks that's not going to see and understand why God allows you to understand elevation. You know, because divine timing is different. Y'all both may not pray the same when it comes to hold on 1 second, fall for pretending when God truly shows you that true love was in existence, a miracle. Hold on 1 second, someone be on the same page. Hold on 1 second, that chapter is different. How someone truly walked into your life, who would have knew that child would never become strangers ever again? You know, because it went from being strangers to lovers. Only was the hold on 1 second, God allowed you to level up together. You gained a love, a business partner, a best friend, old and one didn't have to get physical. You outgrew the old, understand what new looks like. When your past will be in reality today, only was the hold on 1 second, someone could treat you right. They say fairy tales ain't real, but someone could truly walk into your life. They truly show you at the end of the day why they willing to treat you right. They wasn't wearing a mask to mislead you with pain, even when the outside world trying to kick you down, project spell work in a toxic way. How God should allow you to see why two people could truly heal. Only was the hold on 1 second, y'all both was on the same page.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you.
I'm Naya, you know, respect my contents, everybody, and I say that respectfully. You know, gang stalking is real. You don't have to know somebody for someone to project sport towards you. It's currently 10:39 p.m. And I would never hurt myself regardless to who's gang stalking me or who's projecting sport towards me, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, or who has me shadow banned. And I say that respectfully. I do not live in fear, and I would never hurt myself regardless of what man or woman or child is threatening my life. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. We may not pray the same, but I'm far from a hater, and I don't worship the devil. My soul was never for sale, and God was never for likes, music, cloud chasing, or fame. I worship the good God with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. It's not a crime to be authentic. I am far from a copycat, regardless of what man or woman or child is trying to blackmail me against me. And I say that respectfully.
Said the devil trying to stop you, but God was really showing your potential. Said the devil trying to stop you, but God was really showing your potential. Don't dim your light, neighbor, 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 neighbor. I'm far from a hater, neighbor, 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 neighbor. I ain't no gatekeeper, no gatekeeper. I ain't no gatekeeper, I ain't no gatekeeper. Yeah, the devil gonna try to stop you, shortchange them in their mental health at the end of the day, but you ain't have excuses.
And God is really stepping for you. They would never understand. Being misunderstood by folks that couldn't understand and comprehend and stay on the same page. To hold on 1 second, it wasn't beef, and I say that respectfully. I don't mean beef, you know, because that's not how God allowed me to see. It's be the train of thought for me. How folks would try to antagonize you, looking for a reaction. They want you to wild out, to be a crash out, but God was really protecting you when it comes to your mental health. They said, hold on 1 second, I'm going to dim your light to discourage you, but when God's really protecting you, show you motivation is different. Regardless if you come from poverty and pain, God's really stepping for you. I ain't have to dibble and dabble with spell work, let alone send an evil eye towards my neighbor besides keep it real. That's going to bother certain folks' mental health.
Said the devil trying to stop you, far from the gatekeeper. I know how to respect my neighbor, didn't have to pretend. Being authentic, don't dim your light, neighbor, 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 neighbor.
You know, they said being authentic nowadays is competing, but hold on one second, what happened to the competition? When you just in your own lane, just trying to motivate, hold on one second, the folks that's truly for you. You know the ones that's going to pour into you, truly respect you. Hold on one second. You know the ones that don't look at you like competition. You know they say the grass ain't green on the other side, but hold on one second. When the right people walk into it, they ain't got an energy harvest over your energy to pretend that ain't just different. They don't send you the evil lie. Hold on one second. Project spell work. Hold on one second. In a toxic way. You know, gather that hate train. We may not pray the same, but that motivation is different. When God allowed you to feel like you healed when it came to those rainy days. I love myself, now to dim my light. I love myself, now to dim my light. G.O.D. was never for likes, views, and clout, chasing no fame. You know, you're going to be walking alone. They would never understand that, hold on one second, God was Eve exchange. You know, when you pray to go within, you may not make sense to the average person. But the folks that truly feel at the end of the day, they truly not going to overlook you when it comes to respect. The ain't just different being authentic. You ain't have to dabble and dabble with spell take knowledge so when it comes to their worth at the end of the day, and especially when you fall from a hated energy, is different. I know how to give my neighbor flowers when it's due. That ain't just different. You in your own lane. I wasn't trying to shortchange your point of view. You didn't like me for your own personal reason, but just stay in your lane. It be the train of thought for me how folks want you to get out of character. Hold on one second, because we wasn't on the same page. Being authentic. It be the train of thought for me. Everybody's norm ain't the same. Certain folks outgrow certain norms at the end of the day. But they would never understand when you truly keeping it real. Wasn't running from your past, taking account for your actions when it comes to maturity. Hold on one second. God was keeping it real. I love myself, not to dim my light. I love myself, not to dim my light. I love myself, not to dim my light. The energy has never don't dim your light. You know, I may not make sense to the average person, but it's not a crime to be authentic. And I say that respectfully. It's not. Never give up on yourself because someone doesn't see your potential. Never give up on yourself when someone is not cheering for you. Because when you're your biggest cheerleader at the end of the day, and you ain't got much intentions, you're not dibbling and dabble with sport, you're not sending someone the evil lie at the end of the day, the right people will pour into you, they see you, they respect you. And I say that respectfully, regardless of the tags bracket. And I say that respectfully. Can't no outsider, can't no spell work stop somebody from showing up for you. And especially when it's authentic. And I say that respectfully. You know, my content is not for everyone. It's not. I love to talk about love. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. You know, true love actually had you thinking. That maturity is different when someone truly understood that, hold on one second, motivation. Imagine someone pouring into you. Y'all both seeing the future with each other, only as the hold on one second. You just want to be comfortable in your skin and someone can truly be true. You know, someone bringing you peace. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's because almost they wasn't trying to humble you. They wasn't seeing the evil lie, projecting lust. Hold on one spell work, hold on one second. That was part of get past, then living in reality today. Where someone could truly show you that true love can truly last. That ain't just different. You never felt real love before. Only because the hold on one second, true love wasn't supposed to hurt. So important to you, the most healthiest way. They never switched up on you when it came to your vocabulary. Hold on one second. Self-love is different. Because you love yourself when it came to your boundaries. A dream come true, who would have knew? Outgrowing the old when it came to toxic behavior. Only because the hold on one second, someone failed you that day. Only because the hold on one second, you wasn't trying to give up on yourself another day. You poured into yourself in the most healthiest way. Imagine a prayer becoming a dream come true. Someone meeting you halfway. And it wasn't for likes and music, cloud chasing, or fame. They wasn't trying to shortchange your mental health on your heart. They didn't have excuse at the end of the day when they knew how to love you the right way. Imagine someone walking into your life and filling shoes. They wasn't trying to mistreat you, let alone use you, abuse you. They wasn't trying to shortchange your pockets. Hold on one second. When your past tried to spin a block. But they got so many cases when they come to hold on one second. Why them just like that day? Only was to hold on one second. You wasn't trying to fumble yourself another chapter. That ain't just different when God was showing you why that blockage was there. When it comes to your future, hold on one second. God closed that door for all the right reasons, and you going the right way today. You may not pray the same as the average person to love your life, but they didn't have to pretend when they said, God truly got me going within, got me woke when I'm actually truly showing you at the end of the day. True love is comfortable, allowing you to see at the end of the day, be comfortable in your skin. Someone's trying to have to kick your ear too. They didn't have to pretend to love you. Wow. Their maturity is different. What someone actually meant what they said. Now they just love you. but they knew how to respect you, value your time and day. It wasn't an excuse, manipulation, or mind games. Someone being genuine and kind. Only was to hold on 1 second. Someone wasn't there to waste your time. It just got better with days and chapters. Only was to hold on 1 second. The next chapter allowed you to feel while you opening that door for true love, and it wasn't gonna hurt you. You know, I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. You know, stop wasting people's time and day. If you're not ready for a healthy relationship, it's enough people who've been through trauma and pain. It's enough people who wasted their time and day on pointless conversation or lust, or someone pushing and spoke on them, or someone not having the right people come into their life to fulfill the shoes that they said they was going to do that day. Someone marriage didn't work out, but they still had a heart to pour into someone. They still had that conversation still left within them to know at the end of the day, maybe one day in my future I will find someone that ain't got to pretend alone and play my manipulation games with me. Someone that can be, everybody's not meant to be in a relationship. Everybody's not meant to be in a marriage. Everybody's not meant to have children. But when the right person walks into your life, they're not here to waste your time and day. And they're not projecting spoil towards you, energy harvesting off your energy, or sending you the evil eye. Or they're not trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, or financially. And I say that respectfully. Leave innocent people alone if you can't meet them halfway. And I say that respectfully. Regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. If you don't know how to have a mature conversation, be emotionally available or emotionally intelligent when it comes to meeting someone halfway, it's not just about someone's looks that day. When it comes to their future either. Because when you're willing to grow old with somebody at the end of the day, memories, not wasting their time and day. Everybody's so used to the norm. Hurting somebody, disrespecting somebody, bringing harm towards somebody. They say every household is not supposed to be a perfect household, but when you go into a household with the right person at the end of the day, or when you in a relationship with the right person at the end of the day, it's less arguments, it's less disrespect. And especially when you know how to be mature and when you know how to hold the conversation instead of arguing every time. Or it shouldn't be no reason why you go into an argument and it turns into confrontation when you got to put your hands on somebody. Someone says purple to you, now you want to put your hands on them. Or you decide to cheat on somebody, whatever the case may be. Or you want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to be with somebody, but you want to be with other people in the meantime as well. But someone already told you in the beginning stages that I only see you. I don't do third party. I don't do poly relationships. Or whatever the case may be. It's a train of thought for me. I may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. And my content is not for everyone. Individuals that get married, they don't just get married to waste their energy. They don't just get married to waste time and day when it comes to they see their ideal person. And I say that respectfully. If you're not mentally ready to be in a relationship, it should no reason why you saying I do to somebody. It's okay to say that you're not ready. If you're not ready to be in a relationship with somebody, it should be no reason why you're holding a conversation with them. Let them know what you want at the end of the day. Instead of wasting their time and day, let alone yours. Because when someone actually pours into them, and they're not going to have excuses the way you did. And now you're going to be looking at yourself in your reflection of yourself like, damn, that person was a good person. They was able to love me properly. They was able to respect me. They was a cool person. Not only did I have a lover, but I had a friend. I had someone at the end of the day I was able to be part of their life. And only rest the hold on 1 second. You just missed out on your own blessing. You know, my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. And you will have individuals that will be in the outside looking in when it comes to a healthy relationship, projecting spell work, sending an evil lie. Or you don't have to know certain individuals for certain individuals to try to paint someone narrative as to them being crazy, mentally unstable, they this, they that. They want to use you and all kinds of things because they don't want you to be in a healthy relationship. And especially when you're not doing it for likes and views and clout chasing or fame, and you know how to pour into somebody and love them right the first time around, it's individuals that know that you're a good, decent person and that you know how to be in a healthy relationship. And they don't want you to be pouring into someone that can actually pour into you as well. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, gang stalking is real. It may not be your household, and individuals is not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. Always be yourself, but no one's attendance. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya Gino Respect, and I will never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless of what neighbor and what tax bracket is willing to blackmail me against me. I do not live in fear, and I walk these streets alone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. You don't have to know somebody or not for them to project sport towards you. You don't have to know someone or not for them to send you the evil eye. And in times in life when you speak up for yourself, an individual will project sport towards you, will send you the evil eye because they decide to take your kindness or weakness. So because you probably humiliated them in front of individuals, they try to ruin your reputation. They would invade your space, put sport in front of your door. They would even have people gang stalking you. They would try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, even create a hate train towards you. They would have individuals monitoring your door when you come out your household, what store did you go to, what bank teller did you speak to, what cashier did you speak to, what person did you speak to in the street. This type of stuff actually happens when it comes to gang stalking. They will hack your emails, your devices, your accounts. They will monitor your mail, your packages, make sure that you don't get certain packages or mails, or they will hold it hostage, or they even sign for it, or whatever the case may be, to act like you got it, or they will take pictures in front of your door or your house, or whatever the case may be, and make it seem like that you got it because they know people that work in different departments, or whatever the case may be, to paint you out to be something that you're truly not at the end of the day. Or because they want to control the narrative. How this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to gang stalking. Regardless to who has me shadow banned, or regardless of who's gang stalked me, I would never hurt myself. And I say that respectfully. I am far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. Regardless to what man or woman or child is threatening my life, I would never hurt myself.
Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence, don't dim your light, neighbor. Hold on 1 second, don't dim your light. G-O-D, got your back. Hold on 1 second, we don't pray the same, but I'm far from a hater. God was never for likes and views. Don't dim your light. You are beautiful, you matter, you are handsome, never give up. Don't give up on your neighbor. We all not haters, neighbor. Elevate, don't dim your light. Elevate, don't dim your light. I'm just a puppet, what do I know? I know that you are worthy. And G-O-D, got your back. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Don't dim your light, neighbor. I gotta go. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence, stop the violence.
I'm Naya, Gino Love Respect, and I'm far from a crash out, regardless of who's plotting against me at the end of the day, trying to make me homeless or rob me mentally, spiritually, financially, or even energy harvest off my energy, or project sport towards me, or even invade my space when I didn't tell them to, or even use my documentations against me to blackmail me against me. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. You know, individuals will try to blackmail you against you because they know people in different tax brackets, just to blackmail you, to try to humble you, to paint you out to be something you're truly not, or because they want to control the narrative of who you are at the end of the day. I don't live in fear, and I would never hurt myself. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I love the skin that I'm in. You know, I'm healing from a hate crime that was done to me. You know, beauty magic is real, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself, regardless to what man or woman is throwing sport at you. How folks will invade your space, monitor your every move, to throw chemicals at you or throw stuff at you, whatever the case may be, or to project sport towards you in a toxic way, or even put sport at your door, or even poison your food or your drinks, whatever the case may be. How this type of stuff actually happens. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I don't hurt other people around me when it comes to put my hands on people. I'll pray for my neighbor, not against my neighbor. Just stay in your lane, neighbor. It be the train of thought for me. People will tamper with your packages, and not only tamper with your packages, they will put chemicals in it. They will invade your space and put chemicals in it just to paint you out to be, hold on 1 second. They want you to be insecure. It's a train of thought for me how this type of stuff actually happens. I'm healing from a hate crime, and I would never hurt myself regardless to who has me shadow banned or not. You know, jealousy and envy is real. And if you wasn't jealous of someone in the day, you wouldn't send someone beauty spells. You would pour into yourself at the end of the day. You will pour into yourself in the most healthiest way, and rather than that, you wouldn't have to gather a hate train or join a hate train just to discourage one person. It shouldn't have to take 10, 20 people at the end of the day for you to make yourself feel irrelevant or feel important as a person because you're trying to destroy one person. It's a train of thought for me. When a man or woman disrespects you and said that your voice doesn't matter because they decide to take your kindness because they mad at a tax bracket, never feel wrong for speaking up for yourself regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. Even if it makes you look like you're crazy when you know you're not. And they trying to paint you out to be a crash out or mentally unstable because of the fact that they did something to you. They try to humiliate you because they said that, you know what? Yeah, I did that to you and nobody's going to believe you. How to say this stuff actually happens. One thing I don't do is run from my past. Regardless to whoever you paid that day from my past, it's not part of my reality today. Regardless if they told the truth or the lie at the end of the day, I don't run from who I am. And I don't run from he say, she say. I can repeat whatever I did that day. It's a train of thought for me how folks will try to control the narrative of who you are because they want to dim your light. And they want to paint you to be something you're truly not. When you don't run from who you are, the energy is different. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I'm far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Individuals, regardless of their tax bracket, will watch you months and years at a time and sit there and say that you don't got potential, but they will sit there and be inspired and motivated at the end of the day. But because it's you, they won't put respect on your name. And they will rather disrespect you, send spellwork towards you, or have folks in different tax bracket gang stalking you, watching your every move, or trying to ruin your reputation, all because they don't want you to be comfortable in your own skin, all because they look at you like competition when you was never part of their race. How this type of stuff actually happens. No mother or father or loved one should lose a child or a family member due to jealousy, envy, or hate, or due to spellwork or someone sending a child the evil lie, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everybody. It doesn't matter about your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, disability, or your age. I do not worship the devil regardless to who's trying to blackmail me against me. My soul was never for sale, and I say that respectfully. I work alone when it comes to my creativity, and I always have since day one, regardless of what man or woman is trying to blackmail me or a child, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself. When it comes to my creativity, I get it from my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father, God. And it's not a crime to be authentic. And I say that respectfully. How folks will see that you inspire them, you motivate them. They see that you got potential, but they won't give you flowers when it's due. But when you fall from a hater, you know how to give individuals respect when it's due, or the long flowers when it's due. And you was never doing it for likes, physical clout, chasing, or fame. We all ain't the same. I'm far from a hater neighbor. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I'm far from a hater, regardless of where you are in your spirituality or in your healing journey. Healing, trauma, and pains on a race over a process, regardless of whether I love you, respect you, protect you, or even pour into you, or say that you didn't have potential, or they said that you wasn't worthy. You matter, you're worthy. Because when right people walk into your life that God sends, they're far from haters, regardless if they came from poverty and pain. They're not projecting the evil lie or projecting sport towards you, or they're not going along with that hate train. They're getting to know you for who you truly are. And I say that respectfully. You know, the maturity has definitely acting their body weight on their shoe size. They actually rooting you on. They ain't have to send you the evil lie. Don't project sport in a toxic way. They actually want you to see become your best self version of yourself. And when they're not for you at the end of the day, they know how to keep pushing and go their own way. And they not dibble and dabble and projecting sport towards you. And I say that respectfully. I'm not here to genuine respect. I am not a sex worker or an addict, regardless of who's trying to blackmail me against me. And I say that respectfully. I'm healing from a hate crime that was done to me, and I would never hurt myself regardless of what man or woman or child is trying to blackmail me or who has me shadow banned. I would never hurt myself. Peace and respect, some respect, your neighbor, the one to me. Man, damn you like, gotta go, name and never, damn you like, far from a hater. Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community, stop the violence in the community. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and it's currently October 14th, 2025. Always be yourself, no intentions. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and I would never hurt myself, and I say respectfully.